Hi guys, glad to talk to you guys again. So today we go to this topic of one of the basic fragrance topics about where do I apply my perfume, which I so carefully did lots of shopping, choosing, video review reading, and subsequently you sort of finalize a perfume for yourself, for your personality. But if you do not apply it in a appropriate way, you're going to end up with almost no effect on the people around you, or a worse effect or off-putting effect, which is like a lose-lose deal, right? I mean, the whole purpose of getting a fragrance or perfume is to augment yourself, to make you feel comfortable, confident, as well as to make the environment pleasant for those around you. So if it's not applied in a optimal way, you'll be in a situation where you don't get the intended results. Okay, so the best strategy for you to use to choose the location, you see some numbers here that Scent Hound has put up. So you can base the numbers, right? These numbers are the most common sites where people apply their perfumes. There's also another one where you spray in the air and walk through it. Not so recommended actually, but some do that. So my advice to you is to I will give you each of these numbers, the reasons and why and how. But subsequently, what you got to do is you got to, let's say, day one, you apply it on your wrist. All right. Day two, you apply it on your hair, for example. Day three, you apply it on your shirt. And then you will find various outcomes from it, and then based on my suggestions as well as your own experience, you can sort of finalize the best or the optimal place for you to apply your scent. And of course, the activities that you're going to do and so on plays a role as well. So guys, okay, let's look at number one. Number one. Oh, look at the red. Okay, red light there, right? So number one. So at your wrist, right, at the pulse point, a very common place to apply a scent. The advantages are that it's as you are working, as you are moving around, your hand moves around, so unconsciously you'll be spreading the waft around, right? When you're talking, for example, your hand motions and all that, so as it moves, the fragrance sort of dissipates in the air and sort of goes into the nostrils of your fellow colleagues or friends or dates or whatever, right? I will go to number two a bit later. I got some reason for, you don't see number two being recommended so commonly by people. Next is number three. All right, number three. Okay, red light. Okay, number three there, right? So number three is this behind the ear. Okay, behind the ear. So behind the ear has some advantages. It's not if you were to go for number four, which you see is the neck area, you will find that the perfume can be a bit too strong for your and go into your nostril, right? Because it's just right below your nose. And so number four depends on your personal preference. If you like to really smell yourself a lot and so on, you can apply it there. And at certain intimate moments also, you might find that if you're going on a date, it might be a bit overpowering for your date if it's in that area. Whereas the number three option, which is just behind your ear, again, the smell sort of wafts and dissipates towards the other people without being too overpowering. All right, so behind the ear is a very reasonable choice. Number four is a bit more of an individual preference. Some people, they just love having their smell on them all the time, and they are the more extroverted people, right? More of a Paco Rabanne 1 million kind of people, right? So you can go the way of number four if you're more of that kind of a person. All right. Number five is a kind of a derivative of number four. Okay, so there, the red light. Number five, it's more of a how to say reasonable distance from your neck and your nose, so it's not so overpowering. All right, and that's a reasonable choice for you to apply. All right, and then armpits, number six. That's interesting because after a while, your own sweat, bacteria, moisture, you might get a new hybrid smell, which might be good or bad. It can be good, mind you. So it's something that you can test out. Again, that's why I said you listen to my points, and then you have to sort of experiment on it, and then you'll come to this fusion decision, which will help you in your what do you call it, fragrance journey. All right. So that's number 6. And when you come back from work, usually if you wear it at the armpit area, you can really sort of get a kind of the scent is usually strong, and you can sort of see if it's pleasing to you, right? It can be pleasing if it's the right perfume for your body chemistry. All right, so number 6 is done. Where's number 7? Okay, number 7, all the way down there, this is a bit of what you might call a weird location, and some people do that, the back of the knee area. Again, it's individual choice. If you like to liberally apply perfume, you can, but usually if you're wearing some clothing, article of clothing and so on, I don't think it's gonna be of much help, right? So number 7 would probably be my least recommended location. All right, okay. All right, what is the next number? All right, the hair, man. Number 8. Okay, number 8 is how to say, right? After, let's say, you apply some in your pulse point, apply it a bit behind the ear. There is an option if you want to press the atomizer, spray a bit at the hair area there, whereby as you walk past people, right, they can sort of get that waft at their face level. I was chatting with one of the salesperson in, I think, Dior showroom, and but I picked up one of there's a bunch of female fragrance, and I picked up one, and she said, hey, that's specifically meant for the hair. I was like, oh, is that so? Are fragrances for females so subdivided or subclassified? She said yes, but I how to say, I don't know about that. I never researched into that. Maybe I should, but I'm at the moment more into male fragrances, so maybe one day I'll look into those things. So that's that. So hair is a reasonable option for you to apply some amount, right? Of course, most perfumes don't cause trouble for the skin or hair because most of them are tested and whatnot. But if you have lots of skin problem, allergies and whatnot, of course, use caution in those situations. That's common sense, I guess. All right. And after the hair, what is the next number we have? All right, that shirt that you see there, right? Clothing, all right? So some will apply some perfume on their clothings, and that is also an option. Modern fragrances, most of them don't really stain your clothings, but again, always a caveat, depends on the material. If it's some exotic material and they sort of react, that can be an issue. But usually if you spray from a reasonable say 7 to 8 centimeters away, that should be okay choice, and also it lasts a bit more longer from the clothing compared to the skin, so you might have the effect on for longer. All right. The number 2. Okay, number 2, all right, which is the back of your hand, this part here. All right. Now that part, for me personally, I always put a bit on that part, because sometimes during the course of the day, I just like to take a whiff of my I of course, you buy the fragrance because you love it. For a lot of people, I know there are some people who buy perfumes which they don't really like, but because the so-called other people love it, and they want to wear something that's pleasing to people. But assuming you buy perfumes because you like them, then that putting some there, you can sort of smell it on and off, and sort of it's sometimes when you put your hands together in thought during a meeting or what, and then this pleasing smell comes to your nose, right? That puts you in a good mood. So I personally do that. And then when you're driving your car as well, when both your hands are on the steering wheel, then some smell also wafts up. So to me personally, number 2 is my pet location, right? I sort of love it. So that's sort of the 9 more or less locations. So guys, these are my points. Test it out, and then if you have any other locations beyond that I missed, you can look at the rainbow upside down rainbow there. So you can put it in the comment section so that we can all share with each other and find what works best for everybody. All right, so see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.